Healthy living encompasses body, mind, and spirit. If our minds and bodies are healthy, our spirits can soar above the earthly confines of the physical world. Therefore, keeping ourselves healthy in all ways is of vital importance. Join leading experts and discussions on innovative research as we seek to provide some fun, practical, and simple approaches to address your health on all levels. Welcome to the world of healthy living.
Today, let's enter the mystic world of sound therapy. Some traditions believe that sound is the key to unveiling the mysteries of the universe. Ancient mystics and spiritual practitioners found that sound can stimulate healing in body, mind, and soul. Cymatherapy, unlike other traditional sound therapies, which depend only on sound technology, also introduces magnetic, light, and color methods. With the help of this technology, specific sound waves with certain frequencies help abnormal cell frequencies to return to their natural healthy state of vibrational resonance and thus heal disease. Supreme Master Television visited Mandara Cromwell, the president of Cymatherapy International, for this interview featured here on Healthy Living.
Welcome on Supreme Master Television. We are here with Mandara Cromwell, president of Cymatherapy International. Thank you for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So Mandara, you have a fascinating story of how you got involved with this company. So I thought perhaps first you could talk about what cymatherapy means and how you got involved with it.
Oh, I'd be happy to. I am the example of someone's life who takes the spin on a dime with one telephone call. It was 6 years ago that my telephone rang, and on the other end, the caller started talking about sound. Now, I love beautiful sound. As a child, I loved Latin and Gregorian chant. After college, I lived in India for a while and studied Sanskrit chant, mantras, yantras, ragas. But it was that day that the caller introduced me to a Swiss medical doctor, Dr. Hans Jenny.
Oh, I've heard of his work, yes.
Dr. Hans Jenny would take a metal plate and put sand or water, oil, different mediums, and produce sound underneath the plate and watch the geometric figures that would take shape. So he would actually make sound visible. By the way, he named his experiments cymatic experiments.
Oh, I see.
And cyma comes from the Greek word kyma, K-Y-M-A, which means wave.
Okay.
And meanwhile, while he was doing his cymatic experiments, yes, there was a British osteopath, Peter Guy Manners, who was working as a collaborative effort with other medical researchers and scientists. And they were working on researching healing frequency patterns for the human body.
Okay.
Out of respect to Dr. Jenny, he named his therapy cymatic therapy.
Okay.
So this caller was telling me about cymatic therapy in this clinic in England with this British osteopath, Peter Guy Manners. And he was describing these miraculous healings of people that would come from far and wide. While he was sharing all these healing stories with me, I was transported into the future where I had this glimpse of medicine in the future, where we would have like these telephone booths or tanning beds that we would just slip into and get tuned up. The moment that I hung up the receiver on the telephone, this large angel appeared before me, and I felt this tap on my spine. And I knew that I'd better do something.
What did Mandara do after receiving this informative call about somatic therapy? Stay tuned to Healthy Living on Supreme Master Television, and we'll be right back with Mandara on cymatherapy after these messages. Welcome back to Healthy Living. We're here with the president of Cymatherapy International, Mandara Cromwell. Mandara continues to tell us how she embarked on the journey of somatic therapy.
I felt called. It was assigned to me. So I got on an airplane. I went to England to see this clinic in the middle of England and to see what was happening there. As I sat in the waiting room, everything that the caller had described to me proved to be valid. There were people there that had gone to the ends of Western medicine, broken bones to a degree. They were just in smithereens. They didn't even have anything that they could actually adhere steel plates to or anything to set, and they wanted to amputate the leg. And here through sound, not only was the leg saved, but also several inches of bone were regrown. And this person was having a normal life.
At the clinic, Mandara met Dr. Sir Peter Guy Manners, a British osteopath who researched and developed the therapy of somatics. He used a toning device to bring muscles, organs, and bones to their natural state of health. In the year 2002, Dr. Sir Manners passed on the baton to Cymatherapy International, where Mandara leads the latest evolution of cymatherapy.
He kind of passed the baton. And how that happened was, while I was there in the clinic, I approached him and I said, I have a partner that has a manufacturing facility in the United States, and if you ever wanted to explore that possibility, I'd be happy to do that. And when I mentioned that, his shoulders dropped as a big burden had been lifted. He said, "Oh yes, I've been waiting for you." And so we brought him to the United States and discussed what would happen to manufacture the unit here. So the baton was passed. What we did in bringing the technology up to date is we took a quantum leap, taking a 1980s computer and making it into a new piece of technology into the new millennium. There are many studies in Europe proving the efficacy of therapeutic magnets. So that's what we had been doing prior. And because of that success of the magnetic technology, we were wondering, wow, what would be the efficacy of combining the sound with the magnetics? So we did that. And in the internationally patented applicator, which I have right here, we combined the sound with the magnetics, and people started receiving 3 to 5 times faster results than with the old technology.
So you combine magnetics with certain signature tone frequencies that may align to a healthful state, or how exactly is that?
Absolutely. Sort of like an MRI. When you go into an MRI,
Magnetic resonance imaging, for those that don't know what that is.
so the magnetic influence helps all of the cells to kind of line up, ready to receive the sound, the healing sound, so the body can really sing its harmony, its tune. the body receives the sound and comes back into harmony. We call the Cyma 1000 the base unit that contains all of these 700 plus frequency patterns. We call it the master pitch pipe.
Okay.
It's kind of like the body is a symphony.
A pitch pipe is used for calibrating all instruments in a symphony into the one pitch. To find out how exactly does the cymatherapeutic machine, the Cyma 1000, work towards maintaining one's health, stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Healthy Living will be right back. Welcome back to Healthy Living. We're here with Mandara Cromwell as she explains to us the functions and capabilities of the cymatherapeutic machine called Cyma 1000.
This machine has, it's basically a very portable machine, very easy to use machine. It has over 700 frequency programs, 5 frequencies each. And so you put in a program. There are programs for all of the different body systems. We have programs for the endocrine system, the circulatory system, the elimination system, the nervous system. So you can think of, the adrenals, the pancreas, the liver. We have codes for tendon, muscles, scar tissue regeneration, muscle tone. It is helpful if you have some basic knowledge of human anatomy and physiology. If you know a little bit about the body systems, you'll get the greatest benefit. This machine is emitting the frequency codes that relax the body. If you think about stress, they say stress is the underlying cause of all disease.
Yeah.
And so when you're really stressed out, you come home from work and you put on relaxing music.
Yeah.
And so we just happen to know the relaxing music that relaxes your kidneys or relaxes the liver.
So is there a common kind of root frequency for each organ? Does every individual have their own kind of song of the kidney?
We do. We're all very much the same, but just a fraction different, individual. And so this is why we, one of the reasons we think that there are 5 frequencies that work in the harmony, because you have this whole range. And so if you're
if you have like a kidney frequency, there would be 5 tones to that particular, not just one, it's always 5?
It's always 5,
Okay.
So you have like this quintet.
Oh,
This little quintet of 5 frequencies playing to your stressed out kidneys.
So explain to me what you see as the significance of that number, of the numeric 5 in terms of manifestation, because I know within the Platonic solids there are 5 and
Yes.
it seems to be often occurring in the physical manifest world, this numeric of 5.
5 has been significant from the beginning of time, it seems, with the 5 Platonic solids, the 5 elements. We have the 5 senses, the 5 fingers, the 5 toes, 555, the 5 element theory, Chinese theory. 5 also creates the harmony frequencies. The pentatonic scale is covering all of the possible frequencies. The great thing about the Cyma 1000 is that all of the programs are audible. So it's basically like listening to your radio. So if you get to a song that you go, I've had enough of that jazz, I'm going on to classical, that's basically it. If your body is really hungry for that sound, you'll go, ooh, this feels so good. I can curl up and soak this up for a couple of hours. But When you're finished, you just kind of go, oh, I'm finished with that one, let's change channels.
Okay.
If you don't need the sound, it just passes on through like you're listening to music in the background.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Gentle viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you join us today on Healthy Living, airing every Monday on Supreme Master Television. May your present and future endeavors be blessed with positive prospects and success. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for enlightening entertainment up next, right after noteworthy news.